Hi, everyone, and welcome to Session 7, Nature, Art, Creativity for Wellness, Belonging, and Community. I'm going to begin with the words of University of Aberdeen professor John Arthur Thompson. These aren't new words. They're from his 1914 paper in the British Medical Journal entitled Vis Medicatrix Naturae, The Healing Power of Nature. It is, I submit, a condition of sanity to know the country and the seasons, the hills and the sunrise, the birds and the flowers. To know, not merely to read about, the changeful music of the sea. There would be less psychopathology of everyday life if we kept up our acquaintance with the bonny briar and the cry of the moorland. Again, 1914. So previous sessions here at inVIVO 2021 have underscored the importance of human connections to the natural world. The consequences of erosion of those connections are what some researchers call the extinction of experience. Psychologists have now concluded that connection to nature is a fundamental human need. And with volumes of international studies now in the books, epidemiological studies, studies that break down the individual components of nature, such as the aromatics, the phytoncides, the microbiomes, which we've heard so much about, acoustic are the sounds of nature, the visual scenes of nature, tactile studies, negative ions in the air. We've got clinical studies. We've got studies looking at the urban built environment versus time spent in green space. We have functional MRI studies that examine viewing nature compared to urban scenes, and so on. So we can move on from asking whether or not nature is important to human health. We already know that, and it's safe to conclude that it is. So here in this session, we turn our attention to nature as a matter of justice. If nature is so important to health and well-being, does everyone have equal access to high-quality green space? Research shows that access to high-quality, safe green space does not sit on a level playing field. It is a health asset enjoyed by the socioeconomically advantaged. Is it possible to transform urban environments in ways that promote health and to do so without leading to gentrification and detachment of the very individuals and communities that nature intervention is intended to help? How can nature interventions be used to promote health in the most vulnerable persons and populations? How can art be used to hold up a mirror to society and at the same time promote a more caring world where the word health actually means flourishing and vitality? How can we build resilience along the person, place, and planet continuum? And how can we bring light to the planetary health discourse, both literally and figuratively? Here in Session 7, our remarkably diverse speakers will address these and other questions, stimulating further research ideas and ways to strengthen community bonds and a sense of belonging, a sense of shared purpose with a goal towards health equity. So we start off with Dr. Lalini Nadkarni, who took nature into the most unexpected of places, solitary confinement, and one of the most rigid institutions on planet Earth, the prison industrial complex. Welcome, Dr. Nadkarni.